If you own a Bambu Lab A1, this is maintenance you should not be skipping. A few minutes here can save you failed prints, weird noises, and much bigger problems later. So let's do it right. Let's get into it. Quick cameo by Dante. Now let's power down the printer and remove the toolhead's front cover. Pull from the bottom first so you don't snap the tabs like we did. Next up, we're removing the filament cutter. We couldn't find our tool set today, so it's back to the standard Allen key. Don't worry, we found it during editing and definitely missed it. If you want one, check the description for all the maintenance tools we use in this video. Alright, with that out, let's take a quick look at it. Yep, you can see the wear here. This one's definitely past its prime, so it's time to replace it. Now we're going to blow out the extruder gear compartment. Debris loves to build up in here over time, and just like a good dentist, we want to make sure those gears are clean and none of the teeth are damaged or missing. Now we'll blow out the Hotend fan. Be sure to hold it in place so it doesn't freely spin. This can generate electrical current and cause damage. Now it's time to remove the silicone sock and remove your Hotend. Ours was a little stuck, so we needed to use some pliers. Blow out the Hotend fan from the inside, holding it in place. This angle helps clear debris by pushing it back out. Then we take a microfiber cloth and wipe down the Hotend area, especially around the magnet plate. Keeping this area clean helps ensure the nozzle seats correctly. And if you're curious about the tools we use and the other gear we keep in the studio, check out the links below. Now we reinstall the nozzle. Upgrading to a hardened version, Glow PLA is a great example of why. Especially when paired with an AMS2 Pro, this setup handles abrasive filaments so much better. Reinstall the silicone sock and drop in a fresh filament cutter. At this point, your printer should already be feeling refreshed. If you could use a refresh too, come hang out with us on Print and Pretzels. We relax, answer questions, and test out new pretzels live. And if this video helped you out, smash that like. And if you have any ideas for what we should add to our machine spa days, let us know in the comments. We're all about learning together here. We always start with a tool head because it's where the most print issues begin. This is part of the machine that's responsible for feeding, cutting, and extruding filament, so even small amounts of debris or wear here can lead to failed prints. Now it's time to reinstall the tool head cover. With the tool head refreshed, we can move on to the next maintenance steps. Now it's time to work on the X-axis rail. Start by sliding the tool head all the way to the left, and then blow out the rail to loosen any dust or debris trapped in the groove. And once everything has been freed up, follow it up with a vacuum to remove it completely and leave the rail clean and smooth. And finally wipe it all down with a microfiber cloth. The microfiber grabs the fine dust, oils, and residue that get left behind on the rail. Wiping it down helps leave the surface truly clean, which keeps the tool head moving smoothly and reduces long-term wear. Now that the rail is clean, it's time to lubricate. But before we go any further, let's remove the build plate. We don't want any oil droplets landing on it, and that would be a bed adhesion disaster. Apply oil to the top and bottom of the rail. Friction happens on both sides, so keep things rolling smoothly. Now slowly move the tool head back and forth to spread the lubricant evenly. Not as fast as we're doing here, this is time-lapse footage. Next up is lubricating the pulley, and be careful here. Only apply oil to the outside of the pulley. Do not get any on the belt. Oil on the belt will cause slippage and a whole list of other problems. Ask us how we know. You don't need to do this every time. Pulley lubrication is mainly for when you hear squeaking or you see an HMS warning on your machine. Now applying the lubricant, then gently move the tool head back and forth one last time to distribute it evenly. At this point, everything should be moving smoothly. Now you'll go ahead and reinstall the rail end cap and purge deflector, then we can move on to the next steps. We've also done spa days for our other printers in the studio. Check out that playlist here. And if you're a manufacturer and would like us to cover your maintenance for your machine, our contact information is in the description. And what finally stopped our cats from chasing purge pellets all over the studio is this purge deflector by K2 Kevin. Push the bed forward, remove the cover plate, and it's Y-axis time. Now we're using some comically large needle nose pliers to remove a bit of debris. We promise our tweezers are around here somewhere, probably being used as a cat toy. Removing debris here keeps bed movement smooth and layers aligned. Now we move on to power dusting the area to break loose any debris that's settled into places you can't easily reach by hand. After that, we follow it up with a vacuum to fully remove everything that we loosened so it doesn't get pulled back into the machine later. Once that's done, we finish up with a microfiber wipe down to pick up any fine dust or residue that the air and vacuuming left behind. This whole process only takes about 30 seconds, but it makes a big difference in keeping bed movement smooth and preventing debris from causing issues over time. Lubrication time. Now that everything is clean and debris free, this is where we help protect the moving parts and keep motion smooth. Proper lubrication reduces friction, cuts down on noise, and helps prevent long-term wear, which all adds up to more consistent prints and a happier machine. Now it's time to reinstall the cover, move the bed back and forth a few times to distribute the lubricant, and then power the machine back on. We're in the home stretch now. It's time to move on to the Z-axis. This is also a good moment to put the build plate back on. First, we use the touchscreen to move the toolhead all the way up to the top of the Z-axis. The machine prompts you to home here, that's totally fine. Go ahead and let it home, then continue moving the toolhead up to the top. Before moving on, this is a great time to say thank you for being here. These spa days are built from a mix of official guidance and real-world experience, and we're always learning right alongside you. If you picked up any tips of your own along the way, drop them in the comments. We genuinely love learning from this community. And a quick wipe down of the Z-axis lead screws with a microfiber cloth helps ensure they're clean and ready for the next step. Next, apply white lithium grease to each lead screw, running it up and down to distribute it evenly. We're using the little gold packets from Bambu, which are included with the printer, so you should have some too. And if you don't have any of these little packets left, that's totally okay. We've linked the white lithium grease we use down in the description. Oh, and hey Bambu, we're almost out. You know these usually come with new machines. Now we move the toolhead up and down a few times to really work the grease into the lead screws. This helps spread it evenly, reduces friction, and keeps the Z-axis movement smooth and consistent. Then we move the bed forward and do one final check with the nozzle wiper. Ours is firmly in place, but if yours isn't, this is the time to peel it off and replace it. And congratulations, you made it! It's time for our calibration celebration. Go ahead and follow the prompts on the touchscreen as we run through the full calibration. This step is important because it lets the printer relearn its movement after maintenance, ensuring everything is aligned, tensioned correctly, and working together for accurate, consistent prints. Skipping calibration after maintenance can undo a lot of the work we just did, so don't skip this part. And while we're wrapping things up, if you're looking for filament, we use Sunlu in the studio all the time. You can use code BEGLORIOUS for a small discount, and it helps support the channel. We really appreciate it.
And that's all there is to it. Simple printer maintenance. Because little time now saves the headaches in the future. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you like what you saw in the video, drop us a comment. And until next time, be glorious.